Okay, Mark, so it's finished here at Meadowbank Stadium, Dorking Wanderers 4, Billericay Town 4. It's a game full of goals and a lot of good goals as well. What did you make of that?
Well, no, it's a sort of game as a manager that is, rubbish to be involved in, to be honest. 1-0 up, we was really comfortable, had a good start to the game. Had a great chance to go 2 up, McShane, close range. We looked really comfortable, and then we just gave, Billericay kind of got that deflected goal. So, against a run of play, and the boys obviously felt a little bit aggrieved, and sort of deflected goal, and then got themselves a really quick second within 2-3 minutes. So our boys were sort of sucker punched really. So that gave Billericay a big rise, and then they then kind of determined for me the rest of the first half. Better side. It's one of those really. You ask questions of your players. Them boys, I gambled today because that was the same team that played against Stockport here last Saturday, and it was the same team, bar Jason, that played at Stockport on Tuesday. So I think some of them boys have had too many minutes. The passing was astray, the quality was poor, just that kind of a little bit of hunger today. I think a little bit of mental fatigue, I think physical fatigue, and we was uncharacteristically, I thought, lazy in possession. So it's great we found a way back into it, but for me, as a manager, it's a game I thought we should have won if I look at how well we've been playing. But credit to Jamie's team, because they're having a tough time, and off the field at times this year. But I mean, they beat Wilston last game. Got a great draw at Slough. They come here today, scored 4 goals, and Jamie would be really disappointed not to win, scoring 4 goals away from home. I thought the game was littered with mistakes, and low quality football, largely, and it was probably good for the neutral. That's about it. So I'm disappointed. I thought we weren't great today, but we've lost our last couple of league games. We've stopped the rot against a good side that are getting good results, and we've now got a chance to have a break for a week in terms of cup action Tuesday, training at session 30. That'll be our first training session for probably 4 weeks. We desperately need to get the boys mentally back in the game. They've had a lot of matches, a lot of travelling, and we need to sharpen up a bit. So hopefully we'll sort of spin the team a bit now. 2, 3, 4 changes, I'd imagine, in terms of next week at Weymouth. Some of them boys out there weren't good enough today.
Right, okay, and of course, you're talking about fatigue there, a lot of matches played, which is completely true. But February, it doesn't get any easier, and there's a lot of games coming thick and fast. And is bringing Jack Barham and Nick Wheeler into the squad is one of those reasons, bringing them in to expand that squad and let other players have the opportunity to play. Yeah,
I mean, what I would say is I've just said to the defenders, we've got a lot more options going forward than at the back. Having said that, David Ray's, he'll be looking to get minutes on Tuesday. So it'd be interesting to see where Ray's is at. Ben Dart will be back as well. We've the main reason behind bringing people in was because we've got a big run of fixtures, and we just need to be bold in our team selection. We don't have to pick the same team every week. We need to pick the team that look the freshest and are at it the most. Today, a lot of fatigue all over the pitch. I thought loads of fatigue, really, really sloppy in possession. First half, second half, poor crossing. Not a vintage Wanderers performance at all. But it's a point, and it's a point at 3-1 down that was unlikely.
Right, and of course, Tuesday night is return to cup action. It doesn't stop at the moment, I guess, does it? Surrey Senior Cup against home to Silent Common Rovers. Can the fans expect a first team squad? It's
going to be a full first team. Full first team. We've got 23 squad members now. Be 11 from that 23. Be a very strong side. It's a competition we always take seriously, and actually it's an opportunity to plug them in again and just see which boys today might have shook up a little bit because some of them know that they weren't at the best today. So no, Tuesday will be a full side. Hopefully the fans come down and support us in what is a competition we could win. And yeah, looking forward to training Thursday before what I've earmarked as one of our toughest games of the season. Down at Weymouth, there's one of those I looked at early on in the start of the season and thought Weymouth at home are they're not going to lose many games down there this year. So we need to get ready for that game. That's a 6-pointer, if you like, in the playoff race. And we're firmly in that playoff race, which is great.
Lovely. And lastly, just to add on, another round to Meadowbank Stadium, which is brilliant to see, of course. Is that one of the reasons you think why the performances are coming, the wins are coming and the goals are going in?
I think so. I think the fans are brilliant. I mean, the boys love, we now like kicking towards the park for the second half because the crowd ram out this corner where I am now and get behind the lads, and it's making a big difference to the boys. It really is. And what the boys have got to do is make sure they give their all week in, week out. Just without harping on about it, it's important that footballers don't always tell you when they're tired or they've done a bit too much because they want to play. So these boys don't do themselves any favours with me, because if I think they're off the pace, they'll just get taken out, and if the bloke who comes in does a better job, then they'll stay out. So they're better off sometimes saying, look, do you know what, I'm a bit tired, got a niggle or two, spin me this week, put me on the bench, and I respect that a lot more than boys playing that look tired. Today we look tired. But listen, I sound doom and gloom. It's a point at home, and also I want to give real credit to Billericay and Jamie, because they played a really good pattern, that was effective, and they was good in what they done. And Jamie would be annoyed that he didn't get the win, and arguably you could agree with him. But we've done what good sides do. Found our way back into it and got a point.
Okay, well, thanks for your time as ever,
Cheers,
Mark.
mate.
And see you on Tuesday.